Greetings once again. This is a Relics of Hyrule video guide video. I'm Jake Callan. Yeah, I'm going to tell you about something. This is Morwhitterjal Sanctuary. That gives away where that door goes. Didn't know about that. But who reads the map anyway? This is actually a pretty good map. Morwhitterjal. This is the Fierce Deity Sword video. In case I forgot to mention. Morwhitterjal is in Bulkreath. You beat the boss of Morwhitterjal over there. Open up the door. Fierce Deity Sword is in here. And I will get it out of my mobile luggage. This is another thing you get in Morwhitterjal, the Colossal Sword. Fierce Deity Sword. Right, now, the Fierce Deity Sword, at first glance, it's a Fierce Deity Sword. And it has a sort of pulsing white thingy effect. If you look really closely at it. Just look at it. Do you notice anything cool? In the, sort of the specularity there? You sort of just... In case you can't tell, there's a Majora's Mask in the etchings. You know, the sort of... the little swirly bits, the texture. There's a Majora's Mask. There's a hidden Majora's Mask right there. Can't really see it. It's right next to Ellery's face right now. The Keaton Mask is pointing at it. So if you just follow the nose of Keaton Mask to the right of the screen, you'll see the little Majora's Mask that I put in the texture. So that's that. The Fierce Deity Sword does exactly what you'd think it would. On power attacks, it launches beams, and the vertical ones will lay down a wall of shock, and the horizontal ones will just fly across. If you hit somebody with these, it's kind of hard to do. If you hit somebody, it explodes with shockingness. So the Fierce Deity Sword is very shock-oriented. I'm gonna put it away. You can actually improve it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Normal attacks it does shock damage. So it's pretty much just a two-handed shock weapon that shoots shocky beams out of shock. I'm gonna put it away. And I'm going to show you... So, like the Master Sword you can take it and reforge it a bunch of times until you get the true Master Sword, which launches beams too. But I'm going to tell you how to improve the Fierce Deity Sword. You can, in fact, do such thing. So I will show you how to do that. Right, so if you are at the Terminian Forge or the Ancient Enchanter, you can improve the Fierce Deity Sword. Oh no, she's not wearing Majora's Mask. Oh god. If you have Majora's Mask, you have to be wearing Majora's Mask. Where did I put it? Did I even put it? Yeah, you have to be wearing Majora's Mask, and it will appear under Daedric, and you need 24 Moon Shards, and the Fierce Deity Sword, of course. Moon Shards can be found pretty much anywhere. They just sort of pop up. There's 5 in Morwhitterjal, and I think they'll pop up. It's supposed to be hard to collect, and the reference 24 Moon Shards is a reference to how you get the Fierce Deity Sword in the Majora's Mask, the game. If you have all 24 masks and you talk to the child wearing Majora's Mask in the end boss area, you'll get the Fierce Deity's Mask and the Fierce Deity Sword. So there you go. And also, the value is a reference to Majora's Mask. The year 2000 was when it came out. Yeah, so there you go. The improved Fierce Deity Sword, in addition to doing more damage and doing more shocky stuff, absorbs stats. So, is this a new improved one?
Hey, be careful!
Supposed to be... Huh, that's odd. Is it because I'm wearing Majora's Mask?
I'm on your side!
Huh, that's odd. Pretty sure this is the improved one. 49, yeah, this is the improved one. It has some kinks. It's supposed to absorb, stats when you're wearing Majora's Mask, but I'm wearing Majora's Mask, and it's not doing it. It was doing it before. Sometimes Skyrim just decides not to work. Like this. I was doing that with some other swords, and they just weren't working. And then I duplicated the, well, it's a quest. It's not really a quest. Here, I'll show you. This is how the bonus explanation of how these beams work. It's very complicated. This is the same way the Blood Skull Blade effect works. So, it's school time with J. Calnan. There's a quest, and every sword is an alias in that quest. And really, the quest is a little more than a spreadsheet. It's not an actual quest. It's just quest by name. In this case, it's Skyward Sword's quest, called Skyward Strike. And they call to it the alias. The quest has a bunch of aliases, which is basically just all of the weapons, and then each of those aliases has a script that fires. For some reason, it's not... I'm sure there's actually a way to do it, but for some reason, the way the Blood Skull Blade does its swingy thing is that the quest tracks the sword and calls to a script that tells the game when to cast a certain spell. So in the case of Fierce Deity Sword, there's a special spell that is Skyward Strike horizontal, and it has that projectile, has all those effects, and everything like that. So when I do a power attack, it tracks my animations, and then it casts the spell as I swing. Now I assume the reason why Bethesda did it this way and not through scripts is this way I think is less laggy, because the quest is always on, so the game's always sort of looking, but not really. If it was a script, then it would be like there would be more lag. There's still a little bit of lag whenever you do one of these, but I think maybe doing it through a quest spreadsheet thing is more efficient somehow. I don't know. It's weird. The Blood Skull Blade is essentially held together by bubblegum and duct tape. No, scotch tape, sellotape, yarn, dental floss, all of those. But somehow it works. So the reason why there are two is I was working on some other swords to do this effect, the Skyward Strike effect, and they just weren't working. And I'm like, why aren't they working? And I kept trying, and then I'm like, maybe if I just remake the quest. So I duplicated it and went back into the game, and they suddenly worked. So it's just like, it really, it somehow it works, and when it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And I've been trying to get another sword to do it, and it's weird. I'm sure there's some better way to do it, but with scripts, but I think it would be... I don't want to reinvent the wheel, because this works fine. And I think it's fine if only these swords do it. Whatever. So, in addition to learning about the Fierce Deity Sword, you learned about how complicated Skyrim modding can be. Something as simple as making a sword launch a fancy beam, is not as simple as it looks. So yeah, that's that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. For all that junk. I'm gonna put Majora's Mask back on. I don't even remember where the heck it is. I dropped it somewhere and it will not be happy with me. But a good thing I have 2. Is that it? No. Whatever. That's the Fierce Deity Sword. Thanks for watching. I am going to yeah. I'm just gonna sit here and wait. For what? I don't know.